torn, thinking about this world that I belong. Truth is so deluded, and it drives me crazy. I belong. This lost world is so hopeless. I belong. Jesus Christ, that's where hope is. I belong. No matter what they say.
Okay, today I wanted to talk a little bit about hb1280 in Texas. Now, in general, this bill, what's happening is the representative, Caprilione, recognizes that were Roe versus Wade to be recognized as unconstitutional and overturned, then the laws in Texas, the healthcare laws in Texas would continue to sanction or give official permission and approval to kill unborn children. And so what this bill is trying to do is to say that once Roe versus Wade is overturned, then we would strike out all of the pro-life healthcare laws that define the lawful medical procedure that has the intended result of the death of the preborn child that keeps the doctor from being charged for criminal homicide. Now, there's a lot to say about this bill and those implications in particular. But one thing I wanted to focus on today is primarily this idea that a lot of times pro-life organization heads and legislators will claim against abolitionists when they get mad that we say that the pro-life healthcare laws that regulate the unjust killing of preborn humans, that we say that those healthcare laws codify or strengthen the Roe versus Wade decision, as well as Planned Parenthood versus cassey. Now, a lot of times we talk about the implicit ways that these healthcare laws codify Roe. But I wanted to talk about this bill in particular because it shows in the language of the law that they bow to the court decisions, that even all of the healthcare laws are designed to fall in line with the decision, as if there is force behind them. But two, it shows that the power that they have given to the United States Supreme Court in giving states authority. So this is a very explicit admission to judicial supremacy. So I wanted to read section 3 from this and go over some of it real quickly. Section 3 says, of Bill hb1280, it says, Section 2 of this act takes effect to the extent permitted on the 30th day after 1. The issuance of a United States Supreme Court judgment overruling wholly or partly Roe versus Wade, as modified by Planned Parenthood versus cassey, thereby allowing the states of the United States to prohibit abortion. Right there you have an explicit language saying that it is the court, the Supreme Court, that will permit abortion to be prohibited by the states. So what this is saying is This law will go into effect as much as the court permits it if they, at least in part or wholly, do away with Planned Parenthood versus Casey. So this bill right here codifies the Roe versus Wade decision and the Planned Parenthood versus Casey decision as if they are in fact law. It would also go into effect to the extent permitted upon the issuance of any other United States Supreme Court decision that recognizes wholly or partially the authority of the states to prohibit abortion. So even though the Constitution, in its amendments, the 10th Amendment, talks about state sovereignty, this is saying that state sovereignty relies completely on the authority of the United States Supreme Court to recognize state sovereignty. Or 3, adoption of an amendment to the United States Constitution that wholly or partly restores to the states the authority to prohibit abortion. And again, what we are seeing is this solidifying of the Roe versus Wade decision, or the Planned Parenthood versus Casey decision, as if that itself takes away the authority of states to prohibit the unjust killing of humans within the borders of that state. That's just ridiculous. So, the language of this bill explicitly says what we've been saying for years about pro-life healthcare laws, that they do not chip away from Roe versus Wade, but rather recognize the authority of the Supreme Court to tell states that they must kill children within the boundaries of the states. That they do, in fact, codify the Roe and Casey decision.